A very good morning, dear children. Welcome to the video tutorial of computer class. In today's tutorial, we will be revising the next chapter of our syllabus, that is chapter number 11, Internet as Post Office. So let's begin with the revision. First of all, we will be learning about Internet. As you all know that Internet is a global network that connects millions of computers. Through the internet, people can search the information on any topic. They can send messages to one another, buy and sell goods, as well as they can share the information with anyone over the network. It is also a very popular medium for communication, as it provides you various communication services like email, chatting, social networking, and many more. So let's explore internet some more. Next topic is email. As you know that in earlier days, people used to send messages through ordinary mails. The ordinary mails, they take 3 to 5 days to reach their destination. In contrast, emails or electronic mail, they allow people to send their messages instantly over the network. That is, emails transfer immediately from one computer to another via network. Email is also popular due to some reasons. First of all, it saves time. Then, emails are delivered very fast over the network. Emails can be sent to more than one person at a time. And last, emails cost less as people do not need to pay on every email. They just need to pay for the internet connection only. There are some web related terms, so let us study them one by one. First of all, the first term, website. It is a collection of web pages that provide different information to its users. Another is web page. It is the page on the internet that contains information in the form of text, graphics, etc. Graphics can be anything like images. Clear? The next term is home page. The very first page of a website, it is called as home page. Another term is URL. The full form of URL is Uniform Resource Locator. It refers to the unique address or location of a website. Like any child, he or she has a unique roll number. In the same way, every website, it has a unique address or location. Now, the next is creating an email account. There are various websites like Gmail, Yahoo, Hotmail that provide the facility of creating email accounts. When you create an account on any of these websites, your account is known as web-based email account. It is known as web-based email account. Now, let's study some steps to create an email account. First of all, you will open a web browser like Internet Explorer, Mozilla Firefox, or Google Chrome. After that, you will type the URL in the address bar. URL is Uniform Resource Locator. Then, in the third step, you will click the Create an Account option. As you click on this, a registration form appears on the screen. Then fill the registration form and then you will click on the next step button. After that, you have to verify your details. If the details entered by you are correct, then your email account will be created and a welcome screen will appear. There you have to click the Show My Account button. An email account of Gmail will appear on your monitor screen. Now, let's learn how you can sign in to Gmail account. First of all, open the web page of Gmail by typing www.gmail.com. It is the URL. Now, after that, you will enter the user ID into the email box and then enter your password into the password box. After entering the password, you will click in the sign in button. The email account window of the Gmail will appear if all the data has been correctly entered by the user. Now, let's learn how you can send emails. To send an email, first of all, you will sign in with your Gmail account. Then, click the Compose button on the left pane of the window for writing a message. As you click on the Compose button, a new message window will appear. The new message window, it has different elements like to, CC, BCC, subject, text area and attachments. These all are the components or elements of new message window. In the new message window, you will enter the details that you want to send to the person and then you will click on the send button. Clear? Now, next topic is viewing your emails. When someone has sent you an email, you can view them by following the given steps. First of all, sign in with your Gmail account and then the Gmail window will appear on your monitor screen. Click the inbox on the left pane of the window to view all the received messages. Various messages will appear in the right pane. Click on any email to read it. Now, one thing you need to know that the mails or the emails that have bold titles, bold means dark. The mails that have bold titles are called unread mails and the mails that have normal titles, they are called as read mails. R-E-A-D, read mails. Now, next is how you can reply and forward a email. You can also reply or forward the message by using reply and forward options. Reply option is required to respond to the received mail. By default, reply goes only to the sender of the message. Then forward. Forward action is required to share the mail with the other users. You can also do modifications while forwarding emails. If you delete any email, it goes to the trash folder. It remains in the trash folder for 30 days, after which all the mails are gradually deleted. Clear, beta? Now, next is how you can sign out from your Gmail account. In order to sign out from the Gmail account, click the username drop-down arrow on the top right corner of the Gmail interface. Then click on the sign out button. Your Gmail account will be logged out. Now, there are some communication services that are provided on the internet. So let us study them one by one. First of all is chatting. This is like talking with someone using the computer. Chatting enables the users to send and receive text messages by using application software interface like Gtalk or Google Talk, Skype, Yahoo Messenger. You can also do audio and video calling by using these application softwares. Another app communication service is social networking. It is an internet-based program that helps you to form communities, to interact with friends, families, customers, clients, etc. You can share pictures, videos, updates, opinions on some event on it. Some social networking websites like Facebook, Google Plus, Twitter, etc. are there that are commonly used by the users. Next is e-greetings. This is also one of the communication service provided by the internet. E-greetings are the greeting cards that are sent over the computer network. These cards are usually sent for sending some wishes on special occasions like birthdays, marriage anniversaries, Teachers' Day, Independence Day, and many more. Now, there are some steps that help you to send the e-greetings. First of all, open the web browser and type www.123greeting.com in the address bar. After that, a web page will appear where you will select the occasion from the category tab. A number of cards will appear on the screen from which you have to select any card according to your choice. Enter sender's name in the sender name box and sender's email ID in the sender's email box. After that, enter the receiver's name in the receiver name box and the email ID of receiver is to be entered in the receiver's email box. Put a message that is optional. You can skip also. This message is optional. You have to put this message in a message box. Then click on the Send Now button. Your card, e-greeting card, will be sent to the receiver. One thing important, you must have installed Flash plugins software on your computer in order to view the e-greetings. I hope today's chapter is clear to all of you. Revise it from your book also. Take care of yourself. Have a wonderful day ahead.